Hey everybody, welcome back to College Conversation. Guess
Hi.
what? We are still here in LA this time, right?
Are we actually keeping track of when we're releasing these? So, because sometimes we say dates and we forget that it already passed.
That's true. So I don't know what day today is. Should we just say that?
We're in LA.
So welcome to College Conversation with me, Rick,
And me, Naeem.
and our very, very special guest. And this is really different for us, right? We've never had a film cinematographer.
Not a cinematographer. This is the first.
Right, this is the
College
first time,
Conversation
and we're going to explain why we actually have her on, because mostly we do what? Martial artists, food nutritionists, we have bodybuilders.
Would it have helped to have said her name first?
Right, and her name is, well, I'm trying to keep away because I know I'm going to butcher it. Her name is Tian Liu.
Yeah, perfect.
Woo, winner! Folks, it's only 3 letters on the last name, so I couldn't really mess it up too much, which I have.
But you tried.
Yeah.
I have tried. So anyways, the reason why we wanted you here, because even though you're not doing any martial arts or any of the things that we would normally talk to, the one thing that I've always been fascinated about you is you're in the film industry.
Yeah.
And the film industry has a lot of different things, and to get there is very hard. You know, unless you get lucky and somebody trips on you and say, oh, you want to be... it's hard to get in that business. It really is, and I've tried.
He has failed.
But I want to hear the stories as to how this happened for you, because you don't look that old. And I know you've been in the business at least 17 years from what we read.
Professionally as a photographer.
So if you started at the age of 3, that makes you 20, right?
Yeah, I'm 20. Always 20.
She's 22.
She's
22.
22.
Forever 22.
Yes. Forever 22.
But no, so tell us a little bit about yourself before we get going.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can talk wherever you like. We don't care.
Sure. My name is Tian. I'm from China. So when I was 6 years old, my dad taught me photography.
6 years old.
Yeah, my dad is very into photography.
Oh, so he was a photographer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cute pictures of her holding her first camera. It's very cute.
Oh, see, we remember. Now I'm going to yank those pictures off, and I'm going to
we're going to put them up there.
You're all going to see these cute pictures.
And I came to America because I want to challenge myself. I want to study something different.
When you were 6?
After I become 7.
No. She waited till 7.
Okay.
She gave herself a year.
That's right. She gave herself a year to learn the camera.
So I just really like cinematography because when I was 20 years old, I went to Africa. I was international volunteer.
Wow.
I teach math in the open. So because that experience teach me a lot, because I did some photos of those kids, and I read an article about it because I was a news reporter in China News Agency at that time. Because they're often.
Yeah, this part we didn't hear about.
Wait. So let's go back a little bit.
Yeah, there's a lot to unravel here.
Okay, so before you got to Africa, you were doing what in China?
I was news reporter.
You were a news reporter for a specific magazine.
Just news about the
local news.
Local events or
So local events, and then it became international. And they sent you to Africa?
No, she went to Africa on her own.
You yourself went to Africa.
Because I want to be an international volunteer. I always want to helping people and getting more experience.
And that's at age 20.
Yeah.
How did that feel? I mean, you come from China, all of a sudden you said, oh, I want to go to Africa and help people at 20 years old. How was that?
It just teach me a lot, because the youngest kids in the orphan is only 6 years old, and they don't have shoes and they don't have parents. And I bring some candy for them, and those little things can make them so happy.
So the candy only lasted 2 minutes, right? Because, hey, give me that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It just made me feel like I'm from a big city, and a lot of people, my friends, like, we all have everything, but we are not happy all the time. But those kids, they don't have shoes, they don't have parents, but they have taken very positive attitude towards life. So
that's crazy.
They teach me a lot.
And you see that in a lot of third world countries. Because I'm from the Philippines, but I grew up here in the United States.
Nice.
And when I went to visit when I was about 27, I saw all the little kids. They're running around just t-shirts, no pants, and they're poor. They're running around barefooted, like you were saying. Nothing. but they were happy. They were content. They had a
Yeah.
lot of smiles. If you give them
Exactly.
something, they're all excited.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Appreciative.
very
Yeah.
appreciative. So
Yeah.
that's fascinating. That
Yeah.
I can see that the similarity of what we've gone through.
Exactly.
But now you're in a different country from what you're used to. That must have been crazy. What's your
it's-
first day there like?
Yeah.
Did you
Were you
freak out?
scared? Were you?
No, I'm not. I was very excited to come to America
Really?
because I was a big fan of Lakers. So,
So now we're in America.
yeah, that's why
The
I
Lakers.
came to LA to study film because Lakers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. All right,
Wow.
Lakers, you made it possible. You made her come to America
Because
you guys are awesome.
So who's your favorite player?
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. Wow.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
maybe rest in peace.
Did you cry when he?
Yeah, I was doing
Where
a
were you?
filming in Aspen for X Game for
Right.
ESPN, and I saw the news everywhere in the television. Like we all
Oh yeah,
so
it was.
sad.
It was
Yeah.
crazy because one day he was doing this, next thing you know, you're just like, oh, a
Yeah.
helicopter crash. I'm like,
what?
I don't
That's
believe
crazy.
that. I think it's unreal.
right, it was fake or
A
something.
lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
thought
A lot
it was,
of people,
it was really
yeah,
fake.
they thought it was
Like,
just-
I didn't believe it when I first heard it on the radio.
Yeah, I wish it's not real.
No, it wasn't. I was like, no, it must be one of those. Oh, a celebrity died, and then they're like, hey, I'm still around.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Like
that
Tupac.
that was a horrible
Right,
thing.
Tupac is still alive, I think.
He's in Haiti.
He's in the 80s. Let me ask you this, because here it is. You went from photography to international helper. You came to California
Yeah.
Because
or
of the Lakers.
Because of the Lakers. But then I hear you have a lot of awards for the stuff that you do. Cinematography. Now, cinematography isn't the director. They're the person who actually. That's why I picked this, because you're like the grand scope of everything of what that film is going to look like. I've always been fascinated with that part of movies. Like whenever you see these big epic movies like Lord of the Rings, how
Oh, yeah.
the cinematography is like some incredible
Yeah.
stuff. So I want to latch on to you because I want you to help me get there. Guys, I've only got 6 more months and I'm going to be with her. Because no, you got the best. You got the better job than the director, I think. The director has a lot of stuff to do. You just get to go to great places and shoot. So that to me has always been exciting for it.
Yeah.
So
it's
how did
really
you get
fun.
into cinematography?
It's actually because the experience in Africa, because I did an article about those kids. I really want to let them story BC. So my article get published on China Daily, and there are lots of big websites. They all publish my article and the photography. So I realized the image has power, and I want to use it for good.
That's cool.
So that's my purpose, why I want to be a storyteller, because I really want to telling the story and helping people and make a better life.
That's cool.
Well, it's funny because they say a picture has 1,000 words.
Oh yeah.
So what does a film have?
Yeah, gazillion, right? So in your work, and because we've read some stuff about you, a lot of the awards you win. What was your most favorite award that you won? Because there's got to be a few. I mean, The Piano was an interesting movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what did
That
you
short
do
film.
in that film? Let's you were-
I'm cinematography.
cinematography,
Yeah.
and you won an award in there, or
Yeah, I win like
God, I'm gonna
50,
kill you. I hate
50
you.
award for best cinematography for that
that's
one.
crazy.
Yeah.
And we're sitting next to this girl. We're sitting with somebody
Yeah, not to
awesome.
mention she has a wonderful fashion sense.
Yeah, you
Like seriously, all
All
your
the pictures-
pictures. I'm like, okay, she's a model, right? And she's like, no, she's a cinematographer. What? And then I see a picture of her carrying this huge camera on her shoulder, which, by the way, you must be incredibly strong because that thing looks heavy.
How much do those things weigh?
Yeah.
I put it 20, 25 pounds, or
Yeah, quite
was right, yeah.
likely. Yeah, but I work out all the time.
I hope so.
Yeah, because seriously,
Yeah.
and how long do you hold for like a shot?
It depends on the
Really?
director.
Wow.
One time we did a film,
Uh-huh.
and it's 71 handhold shot. So pretty much like every day we have to do handholds all the time.
Then how long was the day? Would you say the shoot?
10 hours.
10-hour days, 71 shot. Oh my
Okay, so
God.
are we gonna? I want you to do an arm wrestling. With him. I want to see how strong she is.
I would lose. I can tell you right now, because there's this picture of her and she looks so happy, like
Yeah,
she's
like
picking
it's
up
nothing. Yeah.
like a plush toy. Like
Yeah.
that's how heavy it looks in her hands.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
just for picture, you know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah, because that's pretty impressive. Like,
It
wow,
is.
she's
It
holding
really
that
is.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, because we've really been on this track of talking to a lot of amazing women, and not just the physical strength, but the personal strength to go from one country to an entirely different country to a third country, just in pursuit of your dream. I mean, that's a long journey to figure out
What you
I
want
want
to
to
do.
do cinematography.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people even have the courage to go somewhere outside
Yeah.
of their city, let alone their country.
Yeah.
I mean, how did your parents feel about that?
I think they just gave up on me.
They just, fine, go, get out of here.
You know what? I don't know what
I
to
don't
do with
care.
you.
It's
Just
just
go.
go.
Just
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
Did you? How did you raise the money to get from one place? Was the volunteering stuff free, or you had to pay for your own way to get to Africa, right?
Yeah.
So
but-
how did you? What were you doing? From the news, from the TV stuff?
Yeah, because when I was in college, I have like pretty much two jobs. One is doing the reporter, the other I have my own photography studio.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So
I hear you're an excellent photographer. Your
Yeah,
stuff has been published.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I'm just so jealous of her. I think we throw over the ledge and we just take her credit.
Dude,
She
neither
probably hurt me.
put us together, we'd never be
Yeah,
anywhere
she's
near
too
as
strong.
pretty, let alone talented.
Yeah.
So we're done. We can't even do
Yeah,
that.
I think it's really amazing. I mean, because I'm trying to do the math on your age.
Seriously, we've been.
22,
She's 22.
22.
Well, then you must.
You do.
Never
Yeah. She hit 22 and stopped aging.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Because you do.
Exactly.
You look very young, and like you said, you must really take care of yourself because it is taxing on the body to do cinematography. I mean,
Yeah.
you're carrying things. You're going from one place to another. You're traveling. You're up for long hours.
And not to mention the locations you're at, whether it might be cold, hot, whatever. You're just there, right? You can't
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen you behind a camera with like this big ski hat on, big old goggles,
yeah.
a big old jacket. Was that for the X Games?
Yeah, that's for X game.
Wow.
Yeah, Aspen, a snowmass.
How long were you there for?
Like for a few weeks.
A few weeks.
Yeah.
Wow. Because you have to get there beforehand, right?
Yeah,
Set
and
everything
we
up,
need
yeah.
to carry the equipment all the way to the top.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Little Asian goes, I got it.
Right. And she's beating these big dudes that are like 6 foot something. Like, why is she walking so fast?
That's too funny. What is next for you? Are you trying to become a director at all, or are you going to stay where you're at? Because that's, I guess you got to move up though, right? Or is that where you want to be?
Yeah, I also do directing for
Right,
a few
I've seen some of
projects, already. I really like it. It's just like telling story for me is like having fun. So
Yeah, that's what we do. Yeah.
Yeah, I just really enjoy what I do.
Dude, we're gonna have to do some work together. I have some
Yeah.
stories that I want to give you. Let's turn them into a movie.
I was like, you
Yeah,
guys
let's
do it. I'm okay.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated with film, and that's why I do my own editing on what we do here.
Oh, that's great.
But like I said, it's hard to get into that business. It really is. Unless you know somebody, nobody just says, "Oh yeah, come on, you can work for us." You have to almost know somebody, and you have to be, well, you know, because I know your assistant Ray here wants to just to hang out and learn the business, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm just watching her because I can't get an internship."
Well, he doesn't have the time right now.
Yeah, but
It's not that
that's
he can't.
amazing, and that's really how it happens, isn't it? How did you get your first filming job?
Yeah, you took my question.
Sorry.
I think I was very lucky because before I did a photo shoot with an actress from Transformer, and she's the only Asian actress from the movie, and so since that she gave me some opportunity, and her name is Nina, and she's super nice. So my first job is behind the scene photographer for a huge Hollywood movie.
Oh,
Which one?
Wow.
I only remember the Chinese name.
All right, we're gonna translate it. Say the name, and then we're gonna get it translated. What's the translation? Ray, you're Chinese. Come here.
I will send it to you later.
Okay. We'll put it up later.
That's funny.
No.
And
No, we'll look it up.
Because that experience, it made
Yeah.
me more passionate about film because it's my first time to be on set, and everyone's so professional. And the first day we shot from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Oh my god.
And the
Wow.
gaffer, the cinematographer, nobody took a nap. It just
You just worked.
yeah, and
That's
that's so
crazy.
focused. Especially like gaffer, like you are not working all the time.
Right.
Like once you set up the light, you can take a break or something. But his gaffer is stare at the set, stare at his light all night, like so focused. Yeah.
You know, and excuse me for 1 second, because what I need to do is, I'm going to bring that mic closer. Your voice is very low. Let's,
Okay.
Let's put it right here, Naeem.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, just
because I want to make sure that we. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sure we caught it, but
Right.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
are overpowering you. I could tell. 'Cause we're just two
We have
loud,
that voice.
loud
Yeah.
goofy guys.
Well, but so you went behind the scenes as a photographer, and you got to see how everything worked and all the hard work that goes into it.
Yeah.
And your thought was, "That's what I want to do,"
Just like that.
just like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Because being a photographer sometimes is very solo, just
Yeah,
by
you-
yourself. But being a cinematographer or filmmaker, it's truly a teamwork.
Oh, she wanted
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Were you
Well-
an only child?
Yeah.
See?
How did you know?
You too?
No.
Oh, no.
I'm one of 5.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm the middle child, so
You think that's a lot?
I was neglected.
You think 5 is a lot of kids?
Wow.
I have 11 in my family.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm thinking you're 5. You're excited, but hey, I got
Oh.
11.
He's number 10 of
Wow.
11.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys can play basketball or soccer.
They're too short.
Yeah, we're too short.
But you
We're,
have
we're Asians.
Enough.
Yeah, we're
We do have
Asian.
enough people. We have enough.
We have
people.
enough
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I suck at basketball.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
sports
lucky
is
if I
not
can
your
get the ball to go in the air.
You can.
thing. Wow.
So, is there? I mean, we've established that you had to work out regularly just to keep
Yeah.
up with what you do, because those long work hours, you have to have the stamina for that.
Yeah.
The fact that you're carrying a piece of equipment that's about 20, 25 pounds, and you could be hanging onto that for about a half hour at a time, right, or more.
Yeah. How long is a single shoot?
Shoot
Yeah.
per day.
No, for
No,
the,
like
for the one
every,
shot.
every time you have to
Every
open.
shot, it depends.
Okay.
Yeah, the maximum maybe 10 or 20 minutes.
Okay.
20 minutes,
Still,
25
that's
pounds
a lot.
doing
Yeah,
this.
dude.
How do you keep the camera steady? It's
Yeah.
like, okay.
Dude, any sort of asymmetric workout, just holding a 5-pound weight like
yeah,
this.
that's heavy.
Yeah.
But that? See, my daughter is when she was little, it only after 5 minutes it's like switch arms. But you have to keep still. You have to follow the action. You have
And
to
you don't
follow
have you don't have that on
Yeah.
any of the riggings. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
No,
You don't
it depends.
if
on
it's a
the
handheld
look.
shot,
Yeah.
you literally have to just hold
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah. But
I'm so impressed by
I
you.
just try my best, you know.
Can I touch your muscles?
I have some.
Oh, hey, dude, she does. I'm embarrassed now
I'll
because I had
take-
flab.
Dude, we've established that a year ago. Your viewers know that you're mostly flab, so we're good. Yeah, we're martial artists of sorts, and
Oh, wow.
he's my teacher. He
Yeah.
hurts me all the time,
No,
Wow.
but I'm definitely a bit more
not all.